Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Alright, so next topic, we'll go CJ. What's your topic?
Oh man, I hope this
topic is dicks.
I hope this generates as much conversation as yours is. Cause I really like yours.
It won't. Fuck you.
Oh, all right. Do you guys believe in aliens?
Ooh.
Because
I would like to think that there are. Do I believe in them? No.
Because here's the thing.
I would like to think that there are as well because the universe is like
It's like so, we
It's
don't
so
know.
vast.
We know so little about it.
It's probability. If something is infinite, then yes.
Then yes.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was gonna say.
Is this relevant at all? No.
No.
Well, here's the thing. I've had this conversation before, and I don't like the idea that because what I say is that a lot of people will be like, oh well, space is so vast we can't even comprehend it, so we just don't know, so don't even bother asking.
No.
Or what I say is I believe in aliens to an extent. People always think that means that I believe in an invasion.
Yeah.
And I don't, because like
You just think that there's life out there.
There's some really interesting stuff,
Right?
Steven.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Is because I have no idea how big space is. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody here does. So maybe you.
Pointing at Andrew.
I was gonna keep that a mystery.
Oh. Shit. Cut. All right, welcome back to the podcast.
And I this is the beginning, right, editor? And I guess that's kind of a follow-up question is like, do you think that there is a possibility of us getting invaded by like a superior
don't raise your
race?
hand, Ross.
I want to.
Let me just say this.
This is why I was raising my hand.
That's too bad. I'm the teacher here, so fuck yourself.
Flashlight.
Go fuck yourself. Let me see. What was I gonna say? I wish. No, I don't. That's gross. Who was it? I think Stephen Hawking once said. Was this what you were gonna say?
that's what I was gonna do.
Stephen Hawking once said we shouldn't be trying to communicate with aliens because he equated us encountering aliens for the first time to Christopher Columbus encountering the Native Americans. Like, he showed up and slowly just wiped them out. Like, if they came to us and we were like, how you doing? Look at all this land. And they were like, this planet's covered in water. Fuck you guys, we're taking all of it.
He'll
and
have
like,
some biological diseases, too.
yeah, it's like, who knows what, like, that could absolutely happen.
That could. Stephen Hawking said that?
Yes,
Yeah.
very
Very
interesting.
interesting.
I was actually going to reference a different
Quote.
thing about Stephen Hawking, where him saying that, yeah, there are probably aliens out there, given the extensive amount of space. Why the hell would they ever be interested in us?
Yeah, or how would they ever find us if this space is so goddamn big?
We're not broadcasting anything.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
not anymore. We
I mean,
sent out
just-
that, like, what was that thing? We took this thing and we sent it out into space. It was like a little rocket that shot out into space, and it had, like, schematics on how to get to Earth. Stupid decision. Pictures of humans. Stupid decision. And, like, a little bit of human DNA in it.
I thought
What?
I thought it had some cultural stuff too.
Yeah,
Why would
that
you put
too.
human DNA
I think
in
there was
it?
blood.
You know.
As well. So, like, the aliens are going to get it and be like, see the picture of those things on there?
Let's kill it,
Those look delicious. Let's go eat all of them.
dude. I want that to be the next like. Not even shitty sci-fi movie plot, like a good sci-fi.
Yeah,
movie
or
plot.
like a very tongue-in-cheek movie sci-fi.
Like, we should have
plot.
sent out like pictures of like the most terrifying things.
Yeah.
We
No,
Yeah.
no, or even the next like freaking video game plot.
Yeah.
Hey, we come back. We got this message. We got this blood samples. We cloned some, superhumans off of it, like messed up biological things.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about sending in human DNA. Like, you don't know what if there is any other life out there. You don't know what they're capable of doing.
Yeah,
No.
who knows?
Like, what if they like replicate us and then like take us out from like the
Or
inside?
that like advances their technology beyond like
Beyond their, totally.
See, I think man is arrogant in that way, where we just automatically assume we're the we're the top level.
We're like, hey, if they found our DNA, they'd obviously want to make more of us.
oh no,
Yeah.
no, oh, it's that we will find them because we're technologically superior to anything else.
sure.
No way. There's no.
The only reason we think that is because of our comparison to other animals on Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Which
but that's
is-
only on this planet.
Yeah.
If you think about space as a whole, it's kind of random that we exist. There's no
Kind
way.
of.
Yeah, there's no way that we'd aliens would be like Earth animals to us.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we go to another
That's
planet and
why-
there's just deer.
I think another. Sorry, Ross. I keep cutting you off. I think another thing is to think about is how they perceive time, space, and life as well.
Yeah.
Because the way that they see the universe could be totally different than the
Yeah,
way
like
we do.
we're so limited in our perception.
We only
and our
understand what we
creativity,
have.
Yeah.
And maybe like the lifespan. This is really super sci-fi. Like this whole discussion is, but like think about this. Like maybe the lifespan of these organisms could be so extensive.
Yeah.
That they don't even see us as living. We are a split second in their life.
See,
We're like a star.
Yeah,
we're already dying.
We're dying.
you
we're
could-
already gone.
you could even equate that dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like millions of years were we came up, we're killing the planet, we could be extinct.
Yeah.
Like this fraction of a second. Earth would be remembered for dinosaurs, not humans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Isn't
interesting.
that an interesting concept?
It is.
But this is sort of a different topic. Actually, no, I'm gonna comment on the time thing first, and because more and more,
Well, it's
with
not
a
even
lot
just.
of
It's
the-
not even just time.
yeah,
It's
this,
just their perception.
I know the theoretical.
They couldn't even see us
stuff
as life.
about-
They might not even see us as life.
Yeah, but you know, we're just beginning to sort of unravel a lot of the more theoretical stuff. That time and space is really malleable. Like we always knew space and gravity and stuff is malleable,
Sure.
but time too.
Yeah.
When it's in the ridiculous things, like you know, like the horizon points of like black holes and stuff, where shit gets fucked up. like
Yeah,
you know,
it's all
yeah.
it's all relative.
Yeah.
We think
No-
things are so absolute on this planet, but it's arbitrary laws that were made up thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
By people.
Yeah, by people.
humans.
They weren't set in place.
That's
when
why
they got here.
it's weird to
that's
think.
why we use the imperial system.
Yeah.
No.
That's why it's weird to think that anytime anybody concepts an alien, they're carbon based and shaped like people. Like
It's just
It's silicone based. That's the way to go.
okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
That's because it's interesting.
Well, I mean, it goes beyond that too. I'm talking about, the Greys, like the Area 51 thing, like whether or not that's real, I don't fucking care. But like the fact that like
I do.
the fact
I
that
don't need to know.
the fact that they're shaped like people and carbon based and
Sure.
people think that's real is like
Big heads and green.
yeah, like I mean, if there's another life farther than the planets that we can study, why would they be shaped like us? Why would
Sure.
they? Why
You
would,
know,
yeah.
there's actually a really interesting thing with the Greys. I mean, I don't have the reference straight on my head since I read it a really long time ago, but the cultural idea of aliens being this very specific, the Greys
Yeah.
thing,
Large
like,
heads.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing until there was like one news report, and then after that, every single alien sighting
started
Yeah.
talking about
was
the
like
Yeah.
the Greys, the exact same type of figure and form.
yeah, the big head with
Yeah.
3 fingers and the skinny body and all that.
It
Yeah.
actually really bugs me in entertainment, whatever, when aliens, they're too similar to us. Well, I mean, Mass Effect.
Okay, I'm.
Oh,
Alright.
He just opened a can of worms.
Alright. I'm gonna bring up Mass Effect for a second. I've actually been thinking about this. Mass Effect is actually. It may. For that fact. Yeah, it's a little bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, dude, I love the game. I love the fucking jellyfish people. I love so much about it. But in terms of made it a boning sim. Which,
Hey, alright.
I like that.
Alright.
okay,
That's my favorite part of the game.
Who doesn't like,
I wanted-
who doesn't like 3D boobs?
I wanted a hentai that I
doesn't-
could play with my mom in the room.
It's true. Good point.
Whoa.
But
I want to bring up something. Once you're done. I want to bring up something.
okay.
Okay, keep in mind.
Okay, but and then B, when aliens, there's no possible reason for them to survive evolution, but it's whisked away because it's an alien, man. It doesn't have to like live by our laws.
Yeah, it's outer space, so
Yeah.
they don't exist on our Earth.
Recently,
Rules.
I remember I was arguing with like you and Saya.
We were talking about
the
Doctor
Ood-
Who.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Ood. How if it's then
I was there.
revealed. Yeah,
That was when
yeah,
we went to AFK.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
they
he
have
has the brains in there.
they hold
Yeah, they're
the
holding
brains
their
in their
brains.
hands, and I'm like, that's the stupidest survival mechanism
It
ever.
was so funny because Saya's sitting there. She's like, "Shut up." Shut up. And Ross is like, it doesn't make any sense. Their brains are... Who would evolve to have their most sensitive piece of their body in their hand? It doesn't make evolution. And Saya's just like, shut up. Shut up.
Let me enjoy Doctor Who.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, let me be
Like-
happy. Let me be happy.
It's one of the worst cop-out things for me, and, like...
It's a spaceman, so it doesn't follow the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the old-timey comics where science fiction equaled magic.
Magic, yeah.
Sure.
And it's the thing with that is like we say that, but there's no actual proof in the lore that that's the reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just our inference.
What I was going to say about Mass Effect, going back to that,
Yep.
was I think it actually brings up a really good idea, though, was it's kind of like on there, what I said about perception was I really liked how they were, I can't even remember what they were called, the race that came before. I usually just call them the precursors because I can't remember their fucking name.
Like how
the Protheans.
The Protheans, yeah.
I know it was something Protheus.
Yeah.
Because that's what they always do. Sci-fi is like
Yeah.
the
Pro.
it's for something because
something.
that's
Prometheus.
Greek sounding,
Yeah.
and the Greek and Roman was.
But the
Greek things make you sound smart. Go on.
Yeah.
The Protheans, actually, they were like, all right, all of us are gonna fucking die. So we're gonna leave behind these pillars that will hold knowledge psychically. Mm-hmm. So they start taking all of their the collective knowledge of their entire race, history, and everything, and putting them into these markers. And then, lo and behold, the next race, they don't communicate that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't like when humans go up to them, they probably die.
Yeah.
Like most
Yeah.
people die when they interact with these things that they left behind to help us.
And then the Seeker shoots Sergeant Johnson, and the Flood are released. I'm telling you.
Fuck you too!
I'm sorry, but I just love that trope of ancient races.
It's true. It's true.
But I love that idea too of communication between races.
I like the idea in Mass Effect that when humans do meet aliens, they're the aliens, bitch.
Oh yeah, the humans are totally weak.
I can just
that.
like
But then they fucked that and made it a fuck yeah humanity.
evil.
thing.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love.
Okay.
No one here disliked Mass
Yeah.
Effect.
I just have a lot of
It definitely has
problems
some
with
points that that could have been tweaked to be.
But
a little bit.
again, how much of that is just a marketing appeal
What?
for Mass Effect?
How much people like Mass Effect,
I like.
No, I mean the bad points.
Oh,
where
sure.
we bitch about.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
People bring it up to bring it up for no reason.
No, I mean like things that they had to put because plot decisions and marketing sort of get confused.
Yeah.
And so I think that's sort of why they had the humanity fuck yeah. They had all of the romance things.
Well, I think the thing is it's very. Mass Effect is extremely film and classic sci-fi inspired.
Like you can play the game and you get the humanity fuck yeah, and you get the romance, but if you actually get there's so much lore in there that you can actually go and talk to anybody, and you'll sit there for 10 minutes just listening to them talk,
and it could be about one race.
so the sci-fi the core sci-fi is there if you look for it, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I know.
And my thing is if you take it, go ahead, Ross. I'll say what I was going to say later.
Yeah, no, this is just really tiny thing. The science for the Mass Effect, the warp engines and stuff.
Sure.
What's this new element that electricity can, when a current is ran through it, it manipulates the elements like weight and mass.
This is a real thing you're talking about right now. Or is this
This is how
what
the
happens in the
Starship
game?
engines
Okay,
work.
so you're explaining this.
But
okay.
it's actually, if theoretically we had some element like this, it's very doable, and it's the first thing
sure.
that space travel actually made sense for me in a game. And that is what one of my favorite things is that for once they made space travel work.
Slightly plausible.
I mean, they still do the cop out of the jumps and stuff.
Yeah.
But because even when you're traveling at the speed of light, that's still gonna take you fucking forever.
It takes 3 minutes or what was it? 3 minutes or 8 minutes to get from the sun to the earth for regular light. But like, what was I gonna say?
Because for instance, like
I remember,
like Star Wars, like we're watching it and we're like, oh cool, like action fighter jets, and then like the actual like physics nerd comes in and he just like cries because he's like, why are they moving like like aircrafts? There's no wind resistance. They don't have to bang.
Yeah.
And
They just act like jets.
That's not enough fuel for that tiny. And.
Are you that guy? Is that
sometimes I'm that guy, which is why I appreciated the Mass Effect's science and lore so much.
Yeah, sure.
It's just a shame that it gets buried under the fluff.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah,
well, there has to be fluff because it's entertainment.
Yeah.
And I think why I like it is because what I line Mass Effect up to, we should really get back to the topic.
We're talking about aliens. And
yeah,
this is aliens.
What I really liked about Mass Effect was I could line it up with Star Wars. Exactly.
Yeah.
The first episode is very intro. Very intro.
Oh, so much.
2, dark.
Yeah.
2 is goddamn dark. Fucking the third one, like Jedi, is super redeeming.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi is so redeeming, and Mass Effect 3 is one of the most redeeming games I've ever played.
Yeah.
If you follow those storylines all the way through,
I haven't played 3 yet.
Oh my god!
I've been wanting to so much, but I haven't played 3 yet.
It is so
My
redeeming
problem
if you're
is
into
I
those
bought it
characters.
on the Xbox, and I'm the one of the guys who hates DLC, so I just wait for Game of the Year.
I was waiting for that, but they
usually.
haven't released it.
Yeah, because everyone hated it. And it wasn't.
You'll be waiting.
Yeah, I know. But so I'm like, crap. Now I have to shell out all the Microsoft points for
And
the
that's
DLC.
what I did.
Was that what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, it was because that's why I love Mass Effect is because it identifies with the film buff in it.
Yeah.
Also, this is a side note. Now I'm just remembering when I play Mass Effect series, and so you talking about how I'm that guy delving into the lore, and I'm like, am I that guy? And then I remembered I'm like, fucking what's her name? The psychic bitch. The blue psychic bitch in the first one who thinks you're interesting. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even remember.
Liara.
Yeah, Liara.
Liara, that's right.
Who you got possessed by a thing, so she wants to bone you. But so like I'm reading all these data journals, and she's like, "You're so interesting, Shepard." I'm like, "Fuck off, Liara! I want to learn about science."
Yeah.
I mean, not even.
I don't
science.
want love. I want science. Ew.
It's not even science. It's fake science.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh God, I am that guy."
Yeah. Ross is over here.
Alright,
Jesus.
Screw science.
So aliens, possible or not?
I'm gonna say due to infinity, possible.
I say yes, possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I say
Oh
yeah.
God.
Anything's possible.
There's one. Can I? There's a thing. Can I talk about
Fuck
it
it.
before we wrap it up?
Do it, Ross.
Do it. Yes.
Go for it. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Guess what? I'm going to plug another product.
So fuck you. Don't do it, Ross. Moving on. Solo.
There's this book called The Sparrow, and it's about.
Nobody buy it.
It's horrible. But one extremely interesting thing about it is it's a first contact kind of book.
Cool.
But it's done. The first contact is from a Jesuit mission, not from a unified bureaucratic thing. We find this transmission of this alien culture, and historically, like the Catholics and the Jesuits have always done, these are God's children too. We have to
love them and assimilate them into our culture.
Yeah.
Sure.
So just and it's very respectful, but also it's harsh.
Oh yeah.
And like most Jesuit missions at the time, things go horribly wrong.
Yeah, people
between the culture,
thousands of people die.
He's
stuff like
that.
The
priest is like horribly maimed and stuff, and almost everyone like dies. And so it's told in back flashes sort of things of him, because he's gone for years, comes back, everyone's dead, and he refuses to talk about it. He's horribly maimed, bitter, lost his faith. So it's told in a flashback sort of way. But
what's this book called again?
The Sparrow?
It's The Sparrow.
Okay.
And I think it's Mary something or other. And
A
there's
woman wrote it. Nope. I'm not sexist.
I don't. If any of you, because I don't know if any of you are like literary people, like really like reading books.
I haven't read a book for fun in a long time.
I fucking love reading.
Okay, I'm gonna make you borrow this at least.
Have you ever read Dune?
Yeah, I read
Dylan
some of it.
loves Dune.
I fucking love Dune. People have loved, like, I brought this book home. It's a fucking
Dude,
thick-ass
you should.
book.
You need to see my copy of it. I got this special hardbound copy of
So
it.
do I.
It's beautiful.
Is it like orange-ish? I fucking
Alright, you two can go have butt sex later.
I love that book.
Hold on, I need to let everyone know that they both just like arm flailed like madly for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, we did have a little like gay romance moment there for a
Okay,
second.
but anyway,
What did
so
you think of the movie Dune?
Hate it, probably.
no, don't. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not.
There's actually this really
They're
interesting
not
thing,
terrible.
but
I'm
they're
gonna let
not
people
good.
believe what they want to believe. They're not. They don't.
They don't do it justice.
That's a good way to say it. They don't do the book justice, but I'll let people think what they want to think about
Yeah,
it.
It's
Exactly.
actually a very interesting thing where I've determined that Dune is not as culturally important as Star Wars
God,
or Tolkien or any of
For
those.
how many movies have been made about Dune? Yeah,
And
it's
you know,
surprising.
it's because the crappy movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, sure, it killed it.
It ruined it? Yeah.
It ruined it.
Because then the mainstream can't catch on and latch on to it.
Yeah.
Oh, like, because most people, oh, this is based on a book. They watch the movie before they read the book and
Yeah.
then make judgments about the book.
Yeah.
Based on the movie.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the time.
And I mean,
Always.
that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Uh-huh.
If it gets the person into the book, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, which I think was what made the Lord of the Rings successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The books became
And-
extremely popular after the movies.
The thing is, people will always say that the movie is never as good as the book. I think a better way to phrase it is they're not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
if it's the fact that does it do it justice? Yes, then it's a good movie.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do it justice, then it can still be a good movie, but for the people who read the book, it's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the
Because-
same, yeah.
let's see, like, you could be, like, there's the very nerdy part of Star Wars and Tolkien where, for Star Wars, it's the extended universe. For Tolkien, it's
Which they're fucking getting rid of.
Yeah.
But let's not go into
For
that. I'll get mad.
Tolkien, for Tolkien, it's the literary critical analysis
Sure,
yeah.
of it, where it's the whole languages and
I love
folks.
that stuff.
And then B, it's then the extended universe for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, Dune will always exist and be famous in that sub-nerdy thing.
Yeah.
You ask anyone, do you know Star Wars? They're like, yeah. Do you know Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Do you know Dune? What?
No,
It's
Dune
because
is-
it doesn't have that main watered down.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you believe Dune should be as prominent?
It
in
would
culture?
be extremely hard for it to be as prominent, but I think if given the chance, it would be.
It's a harder. It's not like Star
Also-
Wars, which is just an easy to get into coming
Yeah,
of age
it's
tale.
a very simple. If you took Star Wars and turned it into, was the original idea for Star Wars, and turned it into like a Knights of the Round Table style medieval story, it still works.
Yeah.
Also extremely dark.
Yeah.
With a lot of politics and stuff. So the other reason Dune wouldn't work, though, is that, I mean, first, just Dune, phenomenal. All the sort of spin-off books, they get they get weird.
They get very weird.
They get metaphysical weird, and
They make like your brain's gonna fucking hurt afterwards.
yeah, and
kinda
part of
weird.
it is like sometimes like you're reading it and like I'm like, do I need to be high to like this?
Yeah,
Like,
my issue.
you get annoyed with it because it thinks it's too deep.
My thing with the Beyond books, and we should move on from this because this has gotten way too long about Dune.
But Dune nerds are repressed.
Yeah,
They can't talk about
we're
it with
extremely
anyone.
impressed. My thing was that the copy that both you and I have, Ross, has the dictionary in the
Yeah.
back, and I loved, and this is so goddamn nerdy. Flipping back when I saw a word that I didn't remember what it meant or didn't recognize, I loved going back to the dictionary part of the book and seeing what it meant. When in the other books they tried to do that, it's not as satisfying.
Okay.
It's not as satisfying.
Interesting.
Okay, we need to stop though.
So,
A bit
so
talking
Ross,
about
so
Dune.
Ross, aliens, yes or no?
aliens. Yes, probability demands they exist.
But do you believe that they?
But will they invade?
Like, do you believe like?
Is it something
personally-
that's relevant to my life at all? No. Do I think about it every once in a while?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean,
Of course.
because I'm a sci-fi nerd, because I like monsters, because I like aliens,
Sure.
and so like I just spent too much time just creating shit in Spore.
Yeah, it's true.
Despite that it was a horrible game.
It's true.
But so yeah, aliens are an incredibly fascinating thing with our culture, but they're not actually relevant at all in our
We
society.
have enough problems to worry about.
Just
With ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have our own issues.
Oh yeah, we got some other aliens to take care of.
Andrew.
Jesus, that's racist.
Andrew, aliens, yes or no?
I say yeah. I say like. I think it'd be cool.
Okay.
Or maybe disastrous. You never know. But I'd like to believe that they exist. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we'll move on to the next topic.